Hey guys, have a seat, get cozy. Today I am recapping the 2024 Hallmark movie, It's a Long One, Holiday Touchdown, a Chiefs love story. This is trying to ride the high of Taylor Swift, obviously, marrying Travis Kelce of the Chiefs, but honestly, the similarities end there. We do get a lot of Taylor Swift, lyric references and, song title references, and there's also so many sports cameos. Anyway, grab a seat, get cozy. This movie sucked. This movie sucked. So if you're looking for a unbiased, nice review, you've come to the wrong place. We start off with some fake, family VHS footage, but bear with me because we get dumped so much information in 60 seconds, but also the footage here looks not right. It's a combination of really cheap AI, but also maybe wigs and masks. It's a lot. So here we go. There's a woman voice narrating her family history. First, we see a photo of the narrator's mom as a kid and that mom's parents. Then we see a photo of the narrator's dad and his parents. Both of these women do not look right. At this particular Christmas, both the mom as a kid and the dad as a kid, as their Christmas present, get season tickets to the Kansas City Chiefs. And they happen to get these season tickets in the seats beside each other, and the two families become best friends. The girly narrating jumps forward to when the dad and the mom are a bit older. These are some terrible wigs. You saying we didn't have the budget for a decent wig? Now, the father, excuse the pronunciation, Diedrich Bader. I feel like this guy's somewhat famous. He's recognizable. I recognize him. Maybe you do. And they obviously needed to de-age him, but it was they didn't have the time or the energy. They just didn't care. I love when they break the candy cane. There's this photo of it immediately afterwards, but the candy cane is broken in a different spot. I love that.
Especially the year best friends became family.
These fucking wigs! This is a minute and 25 seconds in, okay? This is what we're dealing with. In the retelling of this family history, the narrator gets to the part, in the family story, where she is born and is basically they're all super fans. The whole family has been brought together by the Chiefs. The family's kind of been made because of the Chiefs. They're super fans. And she also drops that the family is the reason that the Chiefs have started winning. But this is not explained yet. So buckle up. And finally, in the last bit of this information dump, we learn that the girly is about to open the family store, which she has just inherited. So the grandparents had it, they gave it to the parents, and the parents have now given it to her. Everybody take a deep breath. That is our intro. Before we move on, have a look at this beautiful town in the middle of winter at Christmas time. Looks like a beautiful July day. Probably because it was July.
A lot of people in the neighborhood know about our family's history with the team and how it connects to Christmas. But this Christmas, it's time for everyone to know.
Breaking the fourth wall, when is that allowed? Also, the whole family is there in the store, even though we've just been told everybody has retired and passed the store on to her. Love it.
This isn't good.
Hang on. Alanna, did you know that I'm an expert Christmas tree light detangler?
Oh, is that so?
People pay me a lot of money to untangle their lights. I could make a fortune.
Okay, Grandpa, let's get you back to the home. This Grandpa is also quite recognizable, I would say. I don't know him by name. I know him by sight. But unfortunately, he does not help this movie. What a shame. Our girlie explains to the entire family that she's getting ready for this, decorate / turn on the Christmas lights thing that particular evening, and also that someone is going to be coming by soon to interview the family because, get this, they are a finalist of the Fan of the Year award for the Kansas City Chiefs. And someone from the Kansas City Chiefs fan engagement department Yes, that's a mouthful. Someone's gonna come by and interview them. The family is excited, but they're also like visibly and audibly disappointed because they all thought she was going to announce that she's like seeing someone, like, by the way, new man in my life. But no, it's just this fan competition. They are all desperate for her to get laid and settle down. Merry Christmas. At the Chiefs headquarters, we meet Derek. Now he is the like head guy of the fan engagement department. We also learn that he's very new to Kansas City. He's just arrived like a couple months ago. And there's this woman slash boss lady, and she is actually kind of annoyed that his office is not decorated. Yes, this is an actual issue. Not the crushing weight of impending AI layoffs. No, the issue is his office is too boring looking. Then we jump to the staff room that looks like a hotel lobby, and they're all kind of like shocked about how like Derek doesn't know anything about Kansas City, and how can he relate to the fans as the fan engagement director if he doesn't know about the city. So boss lady is like, you gotta go to this barbecue place. That'll teach you about Kansas City. My question is, can this be written off as a business expense?
Fair warning, they love to gossip there, so remember the golden rule.
Never tell them where I work.
Exactly. You'll never know if people like you for you or if they just want free tickets.
Believe it or not, this is a central part of the plot. Later, we see Derek go to the barbecue place, and surprise, we get a cameo from Travis Kelce's mom, Donna. Spoiler alert, there are loads of those like sports, football, not even just the players, but like people kind of surrounding the team. There's cameos throughout this. I did not know them. But even if you don't watch football, you don't like football, you don't know who these people are, you can tell when a cameo is happening because the acting is significantly worse, which is saying something in a Hallmark movie with Hallmark acting.
Hey, welcome to Norma and Nick's. What can I get you, hun?
Girlie, you just gave him a menu. How is he supposed to know? He mentions to Donna that he's new in town. He doesn't know about Kansas City barbecue, nor do I, for that matter. And Donna's like, I'm just gonna order for you.
I'll take a Norma and Nick's super platter for this newbie.
You got it, Donna.
He's handsome.
Is he new in town?
If he is, he's probably lonely.
Yes, men who look like that and dress that well are definitely single. While he's eating this Kansas City barbecue, the mom and the grandma crash his lunch.
Hi,
All right.
I'm Norma Young. That's me up on the wall. Look at those cheekbones. Anyway, how do you like the food? Be honest.
Honestly, it's incredible. I just wish I didn't wait so long to try it.
Well, it's practically criminal.
It's like living in Paris and never having a baguette.
Okay, Donna, get back to work. He mentions that he's actually lived all over Europe. Like his family traveled a lot for work and he's lived all over, but he's never put down roots any one particular place. Keep that up here. This is a reoccurring thing. This line particularly, he says this in almost every scene. But unfortunately, he does mention that he is single, and naturally the old ladies become feral.
Oh, Alanna, come here.
The fuck was that sound effect? If the whole family is in the restaurant, who's running the store?
This is my daughter,
And my granddaughter.
Alanna.
Hi.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Welcome to Kansas City.
I fucking hate this. This man is 38 years old.
Why do I feel like they also have a goal?
Yeah, I am so embarrassed.
Don't be. They are so cute.
Well, so are otters until they rip your face off.
Can otters do that? Anyway, she mentions to him that she's running Light the Block, that like decorating, turning on the Christmas lights thing that evening. I guess you could call it a festival. If you are playing Hallmark Bingo, I got bingo cards on my website, talkinghallmark.com. If you are playing along, I would consider this like Light the Block thing a small town festival. Although we are in a big city, but my God, it looks like a small town. Then we're outside in the beautiful July weather with our sweaty winter coats, and they are decorating like this little outdoor Christmas tree for that barbecue business. Apparently all the businesses on the street like have a tree and they decorate it like depending on what the business is. Proper small town vibes in a city of like over 500,000. I will say this is filmed on location. This is not filmed in Canada like most Hallmark movies. It is filmed in like Kansas City in Missouri. It's kind of like a tourist board ad, like a commercial for Missouri that lasts an hour and 24 minutes. Anyway, they're doing the little Christmas tree and then they're done. Yay! Then they say goodbye and Derek walks off. In the next shot, they're outside a different business doing their like outdoor Christmas tree and Derek is across the street. Okay? And they're like, oh, did you get lost? And he's like, oh, no, I just thought you guys could use some more help. So now they're all back together. This is the type of writing that we have to deal with for this movie. It's been 12 minutes.
Hey, thank you for staying and helping with all this. You really didn't have to do that.
Yeah, of course.
Plus, I know that you must be absolutely freezing.
Yeah, okay, girly. That frigid July air. They talk more about her family history while they're working on this tree, and he mentions that he doesn't really get to see his family much. And then I blacked out for a couple of minutes, and then it's time to turn on the lights. I'm glad the whole city turned up. Inside the family store, they're doing more decorating, more lights, more decorating. When will it ever end? Spoiler alert, it doesn't. They literally decorate off and on for this entire movie. But anyway, it's in here in the store that Derek sees this like vintage Chiefs hat in a glass box, and he's like, what's the deal with that? And we get some more family lore. Disturbing family lore. Our girl tells him that the Chiefs only make the playoffs if someone in the family wears the hat on Christmas Day.
Oh, okay, I see.
Do you not believe me?
Well, I mean, I'm sure everybody likes to think that they're the reason their team wins, right?
The family is actually upset. They're not like being cutesy and like, you know, whatever. No, the family is actually upset. Derek, honey, you gotta run.
Let me tell you a little story. It was a week before Christmas, 1969. Santa was collecting for charity, but it was freezing out and getting late, and everyone was just rushing to get home.
Dad was the only one who stopped. He gave Santa as much as he could.
And Santa gave me something in return. The hat. He told me if I wear it on Christmas Day, my Christmas wish would come true. I thought it was all in fun, but our next game was a playoff game. I figured, why not see if I can cash in on my Christmas wish? So I wore it on Christmas Day. We won, and we kept winning.
After winning so much with the magical hat, some like employee of the store accidentally sells the hat, and that's why the Chiefs haven't made it to the Super Bowl in like 50 plus years. But then in 2019, someone brings the hat to the store to like sell it, and they realize this is Grandpa's magical hat. So the dad wears it Christmas 2022, and they make it to the playoffs. And then the daughter wears it Christmas 2023, and they make it to the playoffs. And that's when they knew for sure, this is what they say, they knew for sure that the hat was magical. And Derek's like, what about 2021? Didn't they lose? And the girlie says, nobody in the family wore it that year, and everybody looks very sad. More on that later.
You don't believe us, do you?
I don't mean to offend. I'm not particularly superstitious.
Well, you know what? It's kind of getting close to closing time, so.
Oh, okay.
Literally, what a delusional family. May this never find me. Back at the Kansas City headquarters, that's a mouthful, back at the football headquarters, we learn that there are 3 finalists for this Fan of the Year competition thing. And the team is gonna go out to each of the finalists for like the interviews and photos and whatever. One of them is a literal cat. Patrick Mahomes. Imagine losing this contest to a cat who doesn't even know the concept of football. Another finalist is a family that does like crazy Christmas lights on their house for the Kansas City Chiefs. And of course, the other finalist is our family, the one that runs the shop with the magical hat. And of course, Derek is given the magical hat family to go interview. Of course, it's a Hallmark movie after all. He goes back to the store and the family are still annoyed at him because they are mentally unwell. Our girlie is like, ew, go away. I don't want to see you. I don't want you here. They're about to have a meeting with someone from the Kansas City Chiefs about fan of the year because at least somebody believes in our hat. And he's like, surprise, bitch. It's me. I'm from the Chiefs.
No. No.
Derek Taylor, Director of Fan Engagements, Kansas City Chiefs.
Can I get this gift wrapped?
Sir, can you pipe down for a minute? I can only assume this is a cameo of someone that I don't know because literally what is the point, right? A lot of these cameos, it's kind of like, what is the point other than you're trying to shove someone into this movie? I don't know who this man is, but I hope he had a lovely time on set. Also, maybe sports fans can explain in the comments. I kind of thought, okay, so their whole store is like official Chiefs merch. I kind of thought in order to sell licensed, like official, non-copyrighted like merch, you need to be affiliated with the team or you have to have a license to be able to manufacture and sell that stuff, which kind of makes it like you're sort of tied in with the team, like you've gotten approval. Because not everyone can just like manufacture and sell a team's merch like without copyright issues. But then wouldn't the shop kind of be associated with the team, and the team awarding the shop fan of the year is almost like they're awarding it to themselves? Does that make sense? It doesn't matter. Our girlie is pissed that he didn't tell them the day before that he was with the Chiefs, like he spent all day with them and he didn't say that he was with the Chiefs, blah blah blah. So they go outside to argue on the sidewalk on a beautiful July day. And Santa sets up his little stand thingy right there in front of them. She goes up and donates money, and then Derek goes up and donates even more money. More on this later because Santa may or may not be magical. Yes, we get sports, we get Christmas, we get magic. Derek says basically like, just because I'm not superstitious doesn't mean like you shouldn't win fan of the year. Like that doesn't mean you're not deserving of winning this competition. And he says like, my boss lady mentioned that you guys have a fan cave and like, can you show me that? Can you tell me more about your family? So they go into the store and you can see the front door is right behind them, and they show him this fan cave with like couches and a TV and like this whole setup. And it's clearly in the middle of the store. The store in which he spent hours in yesterday and didn't see this like literally right by the front door. I don't get it. They quiz him on Chiefs like player trivia, and it's clear that he doesn't really know anything. He mentioned before, right? Like he's new to the area, he's new to the town, doesn't really know much. But yeah, they basically make fun of him for not knowing the trivia, and like he's not a big enough fan. And so then he says to the family like, okay, well, I guess I'll get going then. Good luck with the fan of the year competition. Great strategy, family. Later, we're at one of the family homes, and the whole family is there. The amount of time they spend together is sickening. They are never apart. They're trying to make the dead grandma's famous eggnog recipe, but like the handwritten recipe card that she's got, there's a word in there that they can't read, like one of the ingredients. So every year they like try a different thing. At the same time, our girl is upset that she was shitty to Derek. Not because it was rude, but because she thinks they've hurt their chances at winning fan of the year. But all I could think about was fucking shoes in the house. This is one of my biggest pet peeves. I hate when you see people wearing outdoor shoes or boots, or like the worst ones are like the winter boots, and they're wearing them in the house. I hate it, and Hallmark does it constantly. Anyway, the mom is like, oh honey, you're probably upset because you had a crush on him and you got your hopes up and he turned out to be different than what you thought. And our girlie's like, no, I'm actually more upset that he doesn't believe in our magical hat. Yikes. They end this annoying family time talk with a group hug. Just kill me. Back at the Chiefs headquarters, Derek gives a presentation about the family. We don't get to see it. I hope it was good. And the boss is like, yay, I love it.
I love the Christmas connection. telling their family story is really going to help bring the fans together, especially in the lead up to the Christmas Day game against the Eagles.
So you probably want me to go back and talk to them.
Oh, yes, as soon as possible.
What a wonderful plot building scene. Then we see Derek run into our girl while she's shopping for a Christmas ornament. Like, he went out searching for her. He finds her while she's shopping. She apologizes for being shitty to him. He apologizes about being skeptical about the hat, etc., blah, blah, blah. All is resolved. He says that the Chiefs want to do like a family profile on them, like a story article on the family. And it'll be different from Fan of the Year. Like, that's a separate thing. But they also want to do this story about the family and the magical hat. Great. Love it.
She's ready for the game, huh?
Is there a game on Christmas this year, Daddy?
There is, actually.
Yes! Here we go?
Oh, it's sold out, sweetie.
No problem. I'll just ask Santa.
Give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. I'm Derek. I work for the Chiefs.
Thank you.
Oh, of course. My pleasure. Sorry.
Thank you.
But I will. Enjoy. Sorry about that.
Did you just give them your tickets?
Yeah, I don't usually sit during the games.
Oh. Look at you spreading your own Christmas magic.
First off, bit of a shitty response from her. Second, how many tickets does this man get? Like, he gives them his tickets. He's got 3 for an entire family, whatever. It's here we get some like cutesy flirty eyes from our girl, but honestly, I don't feel the chemistry in this. It starts to get really awkward. Like, just thinking about it, like, I got like shivers and goosebumps. It just gets really cringe really soon. So you've been warned. The next scene, literally the next scene, we see the family reading that article about them, that profile on them. Okay? We don't get to see any of it like being made or them getting interviewed. Like, it's literally, he asks, can we do it? We'd love to do it. She says yes. The next scene, they're just like reading the final version. What was the point? Back at the headquarters, the team is talking about how they want to do more like local events type stuff in the lead up to announcing the Fan of the Year.
You know what? I remember seeing something on a flyer about a gingerbread house night at Norma and Nick's. What if we sponsor a Best Chiefs themed gingerbread house prize?
I love it.
Again, I remind you, this is a city with over 500,000 people. And yet we're going to do a gingerbread contest in a tiny restaurant. Sure. Then it's time for the gingerbread contest, of which we didn't see any of that planning, because of course not. But Derek goes to the barbecue restaurant where they're holding the contest, and he goes into the back where our girlie is working on one.
All right. You know how to do this?
What's this how?
You fucked up her dough that she rolled out so nicely, and you are 38 years old.
Okay, here's what we gotta do. Put some flour on Alanna's cheek, and then Derek will have to remove it gently. It's in all the Christmas movies. It never fails. I love it. It's genius. Okay, I'll do the flour.
Don't force it, ladies. Just let it happen. Trust me on this one.
Yeah, ladies, listen to Donna. Her son is about to marry / might have already been married. I don't know. I'm not in the Taylor Swift lore. Her son is involved with, let's say that, one of the most influential, wealthiest musicians of all time. Donna knows what she's doing. Okay, that's done. This movie has a very basic plot, like many Hallmarks before it and many that will come after it. And in order to pad it out, to get it to the hour and 23-minute runtime, we have so many of these like little pointless scenes. They don't serve a purpose other than to waste time, and we don't even really get to see them like play out. It's like, we want to do a profile on your family. Next scene, they're reading the finished article. Or gingerbread contest. We see them working on it for all of 5 seconds, and then the next scene, he's reading an article about the like finished contest. Back at the headquarters, the boss / co-workers are all shocked that Derek hasn't visited the other finalist, the one with like the crazy Christmas lights. Like, oh my God, how could you? Then we see our girl and the mom outside, again on a beautiful July day. They're at a little cafe on a little patio having hot chocolate or whatever. You know, those mugs are empty, and they're just talking about like finding love and like it's scary to put yourself out there and like get disappointed, and you know, what is life? Then we see Derek at the Christmas lights house, right? The other finalist. And like, they're okay. I honestly feel like I've seen better. Derek looks at the lights for like 5 seconds and then he just walks away, which honestly, fair. But he just walks. Like, Kansas City is very well known for being a walkable city, obviously. And somehow, with that Hallmark movie magic, Derek walking away from this house stumbles upon our girl and her family on their front lawn, drinking out of empty cups again, and they're all just having a lovely time. Would it kill somebody on set to just put some fucking liquid in those cups? I don't feel like I'm asking for that much. He joins them around the fire. Good thing they had an extra chair.
That's kind of crazy that you just showed up here.
Right?
Yeah.
It's kind of incredible.
See, now things like this can happen, and maybe the whole hat thing isn't that far-fetched after all.
Yeah, I guess so.
You guess so?
Okay.
Seriously, is that as far as you'll go?
How about this? I don't not believe.
What is it going to take for you to fully believe?
I guess I just need to see some of that Christmas magic for myself.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Fucking CGI looking snow. This is one of the worst CGI looking snow I've seen, to be honest. This happens in a lot of Hallmarks where they often film in the summertime as well. The snow is fake. Sometimes they use actual fake snow, which love that. Most of the time it is CGI. This is one of the worst looking ones. We get shots of the family sitting around in their chairs and there's like little clumps of fake snow on them. Like, obviously they had fake snow. Could we not have had someone off camera like throwing it down in front of a fan? Like, you've got the fake snow. Let's use it. Anyway, they get more eggnog and they're all sort of standing around in the front lawn for some reason. And then they start singing. Yes, singing. I think I'm just too jaded for this family. Like, maybe this is very sweet. Maybe someone else is watching this scene and they're like smiling to themselves and like, this is so sweet. This is so wholesome. And I am just too dead inside. Next, our girl is all dressed up and we learn that she's going to the Chiefs like staff party. Apparently all of the finalists of Fan of the Year are invited to this party for some reason. Not the whole family though, but she's going. Derek comes to pick her up and the grandpa, sweet old grandpa, is like, make sure to take a lot of pictures. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Grandpa, you should go instead of me.
What? Why?
Because what if we don't win? I can't be the only person in our family who gets to experience all of this.
You're not. We're with you. Aren't those Grandma Patty's earrings?
Yeah, I wanted to take a little piece of her with me.
Okay, then you get out of here.
Okay, I love you.
Love you.
Okay, that's pretty sweet. I don't think Grandpa knows that he's in a movie, but it's pretty sweet.
Jeez. Thanks, Beth.
Beth, that photo sucks. You're telling me you couldn't have just done a portrait photo to get the sign, but also get her dress in it? Whatever. Beth is clearly not a girl's girl. She doesn't know how to take photos of other women. They're milling about the staff party. The dialogue here is pointless, but we do finally get to meet Catrick Mahomes, who looks ready to commit a murder-suicide. We also get a cameo here of this guy. I don't know who this is. It's fine. Then literally we go from that cameo to another cameo. Again, that's fine. I don't know who these people are. And again, it feels like you're witnessing an inside joke and you know that like something is happening that you don't understand. But this whole movie does feel, I don't want to say propaganda. It does feel like advertisement of Kansas City, but also of the Chiefs. Like, this whole movie is just one big ad. Anyway, it's here that Derek drops some player trivia to show that he's been learning. Love that. But the thing that I noticed was, do we have a short king? A Canadian short king, of course. All these Canadians illegally taking all these American jobs. He then takes her out into the stadium and they sit in like the family seats or whatever, and she's like super excited about it. I mean, she's been in this stadium millions of times, but I guess like seeing it empty is cool or something. I don't know. She's really cutesy and excited and very happy to be there.
Oh, I don't know how to thank you.
I think he does. It's here that she finally explains, so that one year, 2021, when the Chiefs lost and nobody wore the hat, right? Derek asked about it earlier. She explains here that the grandpa, who may or may not know that he's in a movie, had a heart attack and was in the hospital, and everybody was really worried about him, obviously, and nobody wore the hat. Would it have killed you just to put on the hat when you're at the hospital? Poor choice of words. But we get a kiss. Oh my God, an early kiss. This is very rare. Enjoy. You deserve it. They don't want the evening to end, so they decide, you know what, do you want to go on a date, like a real date? Oh my God, yeah. So they run out of the stadium and they end up in like this little Christmas market thing. It's a Hallmark movie. There has to be a Christmas market. And they run into Santa again, and again they donate. This man is gonna be rolling in it.
I'm good.
We'll see about that.
Oh, I'm not on that list.
Oh.
I mean, I'm good for the candy canes.
Oh,
Yeah.
funny.
Merry Christmas.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, did you just tell Santa Claus that you were, in fact, not good?
Oh, what have I done?
Okay, but don't worry, you still have a week and a half until Christmas. And I think that's plenty of time to secure your position on the nice list.
I feel cringe. This is what I was talking about. The dialogue here, when they start to kind of like be dating, gives me goosebumps in the worst possible way. It is cringe. I feel cringe. I feel uncomfortable. I don't want to be here.
Your hands are so warm.
Yeah, and yours are like taking a little detour to the Arctic Circle.
You know what they say. Cold hands, warm heart.
No, don't worry. I think one of these shops sells some gloves.
I like this better.
Oh God, this script is giving me stomach ulcers. We get a music montage for literally 8 seconds while they're skating, and then they go to this like outdoor bar thing, I guess is part of the market, and we get this bartender who looks so familiar, like a Temu Nathan Fillion. But then I realized this is actually a Hallmark guy, a love interest. He's in a bunch of Hallmark movies, and they're just reusing him as the bartender. So not only are we getting cameos from sports players, we will get cameos from just Kansas City in a minute. We also get cameos from other Hallmark actors. Anyway, he gives Derek this ridiculous giant shoe boot drink, and they're making really awkward dialogue about how he's gonna drink it and still look masculine. Of course, he gets some of it on his nose, and yeah, you guessed it, our girly has to wipe it off. And at this point, I am just disassociating and I'm leaving my body. We still have 33 minutes left. Afterwards, they're walking around the festival, and again, he talks about how he's never put roots down anywhere, but this place feels different. It feels different being there with her. Ooh, cute.
Oh. Hey, Mayor Lucas.
Oh, hey. Hi, folks. How you doing?
How you doing?
Yes, that was the actual mayor. Here I ask, was it necessary? Then we get what I can only assume is another sports cameo, because God bless this guy. He can't act, but he is very sweet, and I hope he had a nice time.
And nobody here to see it.
Then finally, he drops her off back at the family store, and we get another kiss. This is like hardcore porn in the Hallmark cinematic universe. The next night, he's watching the game with the family at the fan cave. I guess they don't like to watch it at anyone's house. They watch it at the store. That's sure. But you can see these like beautifully overflowing bowls of all different snacks. but no one's eating. This would drive me insane. The best part about watching a sports game is the food. I'm very food motivated. They're complaining that the team lost. And so now they're worried about like, well, if this team wins and this team wins, like it might kick them out of the league or whatever. But basically they come to a consensus that as long as they wear the hat on Christmas Day for like the Christmas Day game, everything should be fine. End scene. Next we see our girl, she's stressed out. Apparently they're going to announce the fan of the year and she's like waiting for Derek to text her.
Oh, wait. What, Derek? The vote is in.
And?
I don't know. Oh, why isn't he texting me back?
I figured I'd tell you in person.
Did we win?
You won.
How the fuck did he hide that trophy? The family's all happy, everybody's happy, yay, I'm happy, not really. Are you happy? I hope so. They get their photo taken, they want Derek to be included, how sweet. And here I'm wondering, how are we going to drag out the next 26 minutes? Moving along, we get this random scene of them all together, because they're literally always together. How sickening. But they're all together and we learn here that Derek is really good at wrapping Christmas presents.
You know you're making the rest of us guys look bad, right?
Okay, I think you pretend to rap poorly on purpose just so no one asks you to do it.
Maybe.
Weaponized incompetence. Then we're at this like charity fundraiser toy drive thing. I don't care. And the couple are there with all those wrapped presents to like give away or something. I don't know. But everybody's like really excited because they've brought the magical hat and everybody's like in awe of seeing this hat. We also see Santa again. Okay, great. But then everybody gets an update on their phone about like the latest scores, sports scores. I don't know. They get updates on their phone and everyone's like, oh no, like the Chiefs have to win that Christmas Day game. Otherwise they're going to get kicked out. But like, I thought we already knew that.
Good thing we have that magic hat of yours, huh?
You know what? Yes, you're right. Hasn't failed us yet, so I am not worried about a thing.
Oh, a commercial. Yes, to finish off this movie and the remaining 23 minutes, the magical hat is stolen while at a charity event. God bless America. Our girl starts panicking like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? The Chiefs are gonna lose. Everyone's gonna blame us. Like, we've won fan of the year. Like, people are gonna wanna see the hat. Like, oh my God, she's freaking out. And Derek is literally like, stop, calm down. We'll find it. Then we're back at one of the family houses and they're doing that eggnog stuff and they mention to Derek about how they can't read grandma's recipe. There's like an ingredient that nobody can read. And wouldn't you know it, Derek can read it. It's saffron. Duh. Then we're all gathered in the living room. This is so awkward. I don't know why we are here, what we are doing. It is just so awkward. The dad is playing guitar like really badly for some reason. I don't know, but finally Derek takes us out of our misery. Takes us out. Puts us out of our misery, and he wheels in a gift for the family. And he gives them their like season ticket seats from the original stadium.
Derek, this is incredible. I mean, our entire family's history together started with these seats.
This is where Pop Pop was conceived. To be fair, this is really cute. Fair play to Derek. You can only imagine the effort it would have taken to find them, to buy them, to clean them up, to transport them. Like, it obviously took a lot of effort. And our girl gifts him a mug straight from Etsy. Then the mom gifts Derek a vintage Chiefs hat, like the same pattern as the magical hat.
No way.
What? How did you find this?
What?
Did someone return it to you? How did you do this?
What? No, it's homemade.
I knit it for Derek because he liked the other hat so much.
So, when you said, how did you find this? Is the original hat lost?
Okay, so I
brought it to the toy drive, and I set it down for just a second, and then we all found out that the Christmas Day game was basically a playoff game, and then everyone was freaking out, and I turned around and the hat just, it disappeared, and I am so sorry. I will never forgive myself if I don't find it.
It is entirely my fault. I asked her to bring it to the toy drive. I shouldn't have.
No, it was not your fault, okay? It was mine. This was supposed to be the best Christmas ever, and now it's the worst.
No, honey, it's okay. Really.
Don't let it ruin your night.
You guys, how can you be so calm?
This is the result of raising a child in a weirdly superstitious environment. Girly is unstable, but the rest of the family isn't worried. They're like, you know, if it's meant to turn up, it will. Don't worry about it. After dinner, depressed grandpa is sitting in the chairs. He's reminiscing about dead grandma. Merry Christmas. Our girl and the grandpa have these cute little conversations. They do here, all right, it is cute, okay. I'm not totally heartless, it is cute. But then the grandpa passes off the chairs to the new couple, to our girl and Derek. Like the passing of the ceremonial conception seats. We see Derek at the headquarters and he's talking to the boss lady and they're mentioning like they're making plans that the family will go out on the field and they'll be involved in like the game day stuff. And Derek mentions like, we might have a problem, but don't worry, I'm gonna figure it out. Okay, fucking cryptic. The boss doesn't ask any questions either. She's just like, okay. Then we're outside and they randomly run into each other because again, Kansas City, over 500,000, small town vibes. They run into each other and our girlie is like, we shouldn't be part of the game, like the game day stuff. We shouldn't be on the field. Like we don't have the hat. It's really embarrassing. Like we shouldn't be part of it. The whole city is gonna be upset at them.
I don't know. At this point, I just wish I never even told you about the hat. Then none of this would be happening right now.
If you didn't tell me about the hat, Beth would have still sent me back to talk to you.
That's just it. Derek, if the thing that brought us together is gone, then maybe it's a sign that, I don't know, that none of this was meant to be.
Girlie, are you 5? Imagine thinking you should break up with your boyfriend even though everything's going great and your family loves him because you lost a hat? I can't. We have 13 minutes left. Now this is the perfect time for the classic Hallmark miscommunication. What do you think it's gonna be aside from the stolen hat?
What we have is real. This isn't some imaginary, silly hat. Sorry.
A silly?
No, I didn't mean
Just
to say that.
a silly hat.
Didn't mean it.
You never really believed in the story, did you?
I believe in our story.
Hey, Derek, don't you understand? Look, if everything with that hat was a coincidence, then that means that everything else in life is just a coincidence. And that nothing is meant to be.
Including us. You have more faith in a hat than you do in me. I thought I was finally where I was meant to be. I guess I was wrong. It's okay. Good night.
Buddy, I think it's for the best. You're hot. In any likelihood, you're probably gay. You can do better. Run while you still can. The next day, we see our girlie giving Santa more money. My God. We see the whole family at the store again. They're always together, even though we were told that they all retired from the store and they're like living their best life. Well, no, they're at the store, but whatever. Our girlie and the confused grandpa have a nice conversation again, right? They have these cute little conversations. He basically gives her a pep talk and is like, you need to stop worrying about it. We're not worried about it. The team will win without our help.
How can you say that? You were the biggest Chiefs fan in the world.
I am. But also I learned something the night I had that heart attack.
Yeah, I know. That was the night that the Chiefs lost, and we knew for sure that the hat was the real deal.
Not quite. That's the night I learned that even if the Chiefs lose, I still win. Because I have everything. Family, friends, love.
That's all we ever wanted for you two, babe.
Hat or no hat?
I believed that the hat was real.
Poor grandpa is reading his lines on giant cards just over her shoulder. Bless him.
I don't know, don't you think that losing it is like a sign that we're not meant to be together?
Oh, sweetie, no.
This family, this girl is 30, okay? She's not 16. This isn't like her first relationship, her first boyfriend. She's in middle school, early high school, like whatever. No, she's 30. It's finally game day. Thank God. Our girlie tells the family it's time for them to get out on the field as part of like the fan of the year thing. But she's not gonna go because she's too embarrassed about like losing the hat, and she's too embarrassed about what she said to Derek, but says like, you guys should all go. And the family are basically like, well, we hope you change your mind. And then they just fuck off. Honestly, I would just fuck off too. This woman, 30-year-old woman is fucking exhausting.
Hey, Alanna. Got your lucky hat?
I lost it.
Ah, well, no worries. I've got my lucky socks. Haven't taken them off since last time we won at home.
Please tell me that you at least wash them in between games, though.
Of course I didn't. Plus, honestly, I'd have no idea how. Let's go, Chiefs!
Apparently this is a cameo of some like super fan that I obviously don't know. Again, it feels like you're watching an inside joke from the outside. But this made me think, who is this movie for? Like, are Chief fans actually watching this romance movie? Or are the wives of Chief fans watching the movie and we're throwing in these cameos for the husbands that get stuck watching it as well? Do you know what I mean? Anyway, this guy, as he's leaving, says, "Come on, Patty," and they walk off. And for some reason, Patty, like, changes our girlie's mind. Honestly, I don't remember who Patty is. Like, it's just, he says Patty and she's like, oh my God, everything's changed. I thought maybe it's like the dead grandma and she's taking it as like a sign or whatever, but honestly, I don't know. And frankly, I don't care. But because she's heard the name Patty, she's done a 180, she's changed her mind, she wants to be out there, so she gets a lift with the actual mascot, this is another cameo, on a golf cart. And they drive her to one of the entrances. And surprise, Derek runs out of that exact same entrance at the exact same time, and he finds her. What are the odds? They don't really have time to say anything to each other, but he gets her out on the field. We get a couple of beautiful green screen shots, one of my favorites. We also get more cameos of people that I don't know, but maybe you do. And a giant ass trophy. It's here our girl gives a speech and she explains that they lost the hat.
But we don't need it. It's okay. Look, the hat, just like Christmas, it is all about faith and love and coming together as a family. And lucky for us, there are 75,000 people here today and millions of people all over the world who believe in this team. We really are all family. So yeah, the Christmas magic doesn't exist just in this one hat. It's in all of us.
Okay, girlie, it's time to wrap it up. Somebody take the microphone from her. It's here you might be thinking, why am I watching this? Why am I here? What is this fresh hell? Or you might be thinking, what is Derek gonna do to solve this, right? Because he kind of mentions very cryptically, like, don't worry, I'll solve it. So like, what is his plan? It's revealed that under every seat is a Chiefs hat done in that vintage style. So this man, in what I can only imagine less than 48 hours, gets over 76,000 hats made of a vintage design. Bro has a crazy supply chain. She's crying for some reason. They kiss, yay, everybody's cheering. We're not done yet because we get another cameo.
Guys, we kind of need the field now.
Get off the field, bitch! Instead of sitting in one of the fancy booths, which they are offered, they say, no, we're gonna sit in our regular seats. The whole family goes up and sits in their spots, and there's an extra seat for Derek.
Your row has an empty seat.
Yeah, it was my grandma Patty's. I don't know why no one ever bought it.
I told you, Patty is dead grandma.
Because we never sold it.
What?
I just couldn't. We knew that one day the right person would come along to fill it.
So because that stranger's name in the parking lot was Patty, that was enough of a sign for our 30-year-old woman to change her mind about everything, about Derek, about coming onto the field, about their relationship. I love it.
I believe you dropped this.
Oh, no, I already have mine. Thank you.
Are you sure? Merry Christmas.
Oh my God, Santa's a thief?
Go Chiefs.
Oh my God, Santa's real? They decide after all that, they're not gonna wear the magic hat because, and I quote, "We've got all the Christmas magic we need. Kill me." The new couple does the family tradition of breaking the candy cane. Confused grandpa is crashing out and we fade to black. Now, as with all of my recaps, we have 3 categories to rate: chemistry, plot, and overall enjoyment. For chemistry, this is a proper 1 out of 5. It's uncomfortable. The writing is really cringe. I didn't see this at all. For plot, it is pretty diabolical. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. To have an entire movie based around a magical hat is something else. And for overall enjoyment, this one had some really funny moments, had some really stupid moments, but I think because there's so many cameos and like it really felt like you were watching something that you were not a part of, I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 5. There's so many moments where it's like, oh, something's happening, but like I don't get the joke. I don't get that cameo. It's just like awkward and just like shoved in, and that got really annoying. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you have a movie you would like me to recap, please leave a comment down below. Sorry that there's been a big lull. I was working on Vanessa Hudgens' Netflix movie the night before Christmas. I did the full video, I uploaded it, and Netflix said absolutely not. So unfortunately, I can't post it at all. It's fully blocked, which was heartbreaking because it is a really stupid movie and I spent so long on it, but what are you gonna do? I hope you guys like this recap, and if you would like to watch another one, why not this one? A classic autumn pumpkin movie. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye!